Hey people, voice talking to you, and we're back with Dune Awakening. I'm just gonna dive right into it. I played this game a lot off stream, like a lot, like maybe close to every day since it came out. I really love this game. I know there are some definite problems with the game in terms of both the development side of things and also the, actual gameplay side of things, but that aside, I like it. It's good. Is a good Dune game. I mean, it needs to be fixed. It feels like an early access game, and I would be less upset with it if they had just said it was early access. But, whatever. I'm not one of the people who's super obsessed with the endgame PvP, so I'm not, like, hyper upset that that stuff isn't working out the way it's supposed to. I would like for that to be fixed eventually. But once I heard about that, I kind of paused in my progression, and now I'm kind of idling around mid to late game doing all the story stuff. Because I didn't realize that the trials of the trials are not like the whole entirety of the main story. There is actually a whole main story afterwards. And so me waiting to like have enough gear to get to the different areas was a waste of time. So this is my new character. I made a different character from the one that I streamed when I was first reviewing the game. I have done many things in this game. Many things. Oh, that's a weird bug. Okay. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know what that circle is on all my gear, but that's probably not supposed to be there. One of the many bugs this game has. So I'm at about tier 4, somewhere between there and tier 5. I have tier 5 stuff, but it was all either gifted to me or I found it, or stole it. I've been in PvP a few times now. One more than I lost, so that's nice. I'm in Arakeen right now, the major city for my faction. I'm with the Atreides. And one of the guys, I made a lot of friends on the server. If you're curious about the server, by the way, I'm in Fury server, Siege Leg. This is our current Landsrad lineup. So, the Atreides, the way that the back and forth has been going between our two sides is, the Atreides, there's lots of us, but it's mostly small guilds, whereas the Harkonnens are just a few humongous guilds, whatever. I'm in a guild that is literally just made up of a bunch of us loners who decided to band together so that we can survive late game raids and stuff. But that also gives me access to all of the competition things. So I was looking around because somebody told me that there are... Who are you?
Move along. Don't slow the foot traffic.
I don't know who you are, but your armor is sick, and I want it. You cut a dashing figure.
Thank you. My sartorial inclinations have been difficult to satisfy so far from the core or Regency worlds.
There he goes. All right.
I'm afraid the great ateliers of Corinth do not consider the frontiers of Arrakis when allocating stock, but I do my best.
Okay, goodbye. There's supposed to be some of the faction vendors selling cosmetic stuff. I'm looking for specifically new colors for my Thopter. More colors for my Thopter, weapons, and armor. Yeah, the game is probably going to act up more than usual because streaming takes up a lot of RAM and this game takes up all my RAM. So weird things are bound to happen. But one of these guys is supposed to have... You're the spice vendor.
Again.
You're Mr. Ripoff. You're Mr. Ripoff. Hey, what's up, Wayne? How you doing today? Good to see ya. I have already paid my taxes, so I don't have to worry about that. But one of these faction vendors is supposed to sell swatches. That's what they call, like, the color palettes for armors and weapons and stuff. The only ones that I've gotten have been from the pre-order, and I have unlocked a couple of them through the Landsrad stuff. And God, those took hours to get. I had to kill probably close to 2,000 enemies just to even get close to one of them. But fortunately, every now and again you get something dropped I don't think we have any Lance Rat stuff available to us right now because the Harkonnens won last. The only other faction vendors I have for my side would be out here. Yeah. So my character is a Harkonnen native that joined the Atreides. So I get all of the really funny, like, deception dialogues while still talking to the goody two-shoes Atreides guys. It's pretty funny. The big old castle. Ooh, that guy looks sick. He's got the Sardaukar still suit. I haven't worn a still suit in a while in this game, mostly because now that I have just ridiculous amounts of water, I don't have to worry about it much. Hey, hey, I'm back. What's up, Oddly? Good to see ya. I'm stuck on stuff. We're back. We are so back. We've never been more back. You're not the vendor. The vendor's over here. Over here. Hopefully there's some new stuff available to me. This guy.
Always good to see a familiar face. What can I do for you today?
Well, he has the variants in the swatches. I don't have any of them unlockable yet. But I don't see any other ones. I've seen people with, like, pink and blue swatches, not just the Harkonnen and the Atreides colors. And I'm wondering how I get those. I want to know how I get the fancy colors. Green and red are cool and all, but I don't want to look the same as the background characters. That's why I'm wearing orange. I worked hard to get this color. There is something I'm supposed to do while I'm in the city, actually. Let me check my stuff on the auction house, the exchange, whatever. I have made the majority of my money by selling things to other players. The big thing that nobody seems to realize is that everyone who needs materials, they usually don't need the high-level materials. They usually need the medium to low-level materials. So when you sell those for a decent price, they go like hotcakes. This is what I have going right now. No one wants to buy my spice. I have so much spice. What am I supposed to do with it all? You're insane. No one's gonna buy fuel cells for 500 apiece. They're literally everywhere. Sorry to tell you this. Some of the prices on here are just goofy. Just goofy. Do I have any more money in my inventory to drop off? No. Then let's get out of here. Now we get to see the world map. Everyone loves the world map. It's so useful and helpful, and I'm glad that it's there, definitely, for sure. And I'm not at all upset by the fact that I have to do this every time I want to go in and out of a major city. And there's definitely more use to it than just a giant loading queue. Yeah, so this is the world map. There is nothing to do here. Heidi-ho, what's up, Matthew? There are water and fuel deposits, but stopping at them is pretty much completely unnecessary. Wait! There's a guy I need to assassinate in Arakeen. I almost forgot. That was the whole reason I came here in the first place. I'll show you my base after I assassinate this man. I have been given explicit orders not to assassinate him, but then my immediate superior told me, do it anyways. I'll take the fall. So I'm like, alright. Might as well. What's the worst that could happen? The story thus far as the Atreides goes, is that there is a disease that is being spread through poisoned spice, and was brought in on a shipwreck very suspiciously, and the guy who is responsible for it is this dude I'm supposed to assassinate. But Thafir Hawat, the master of assassins for the Atreides, is like, no, don't do that. He's too useful. And sure, he's a pragmatic man, but I also just... My character, like I said, is a Harkonnen. From birth. So, I'm here to do the dirty work that the Atreides won't. That's my role. Oh yeah, that's my spice addiction right there. I've been, taking a tolerance break and letting it go back down. So this guy is supposed to be in the Solution Bull over here. I've also heard that the second Mentat trainer is in here. Let me show you my skill tree, actually. So, last time, the first character I had was a trooper main. Oh no, I told him not to kill them. Well, well, well. So I started out as a swordmaster this time, and this is the spread I have at the moment. I have done all the swordmaster quest lines, so I've got everything here that I want. The Bene Gesserit I'm on level 2 for. I'm focusing mostly on the blade stuff because I am a knife build, mainly. So I focus on using knives in close quarters, so I wear light armor. And then I have a pistol for mid-range, and a sniper for long range. And occasionally I'll swap that out for a drill shot if I'm doing PvP, because it drains their stamina faster. But my primary weapon is the spark knife. It gives me stamina back when I hit things, so I can just keep smacking people. I've researched pretty much everything except Plastinium tier, which is the tier 6 endgame stuff. Everything else I've researched, though. I'm to the point where I don't get intel from leveling up anymore. I have to actually find it. But all my stuff is pretty much aluminum tier. So...
Ah, back so soon.
Have you had much trouble with bad spice?
There's been trouble all around, but nothing to worry about if you don't partake.
Okay.
You want to know about bad spice? You need to ask upstairs. Yeah, find the 3 old birds flocking together and look for the meanest one.
I think I've talked to these ladies before.
Morwina is her
Why
name.
is that always the name of, like, a witch? Morwina. Oh, word. This tavern has live entertainment? You're the Mentat trainer, I bet, because you've got the shiny little glowy thing over your head.
Who?
Yep.
Who are you?
You're pasty enough to be a Mentat.
But promise, very promising.
Oh, yeah, he's...
Your deduction that I can offer this training is accurate.
Oh, yeah, he's coked out.
Compute your mind is ready for the rigors of my craft.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
A time comes.
I know you're
when
gonna ask me to do
the
something.
Proto-Mentat must learn what is being done. It may no longer be done to them. That time is now.
I love how I've just pledged myself to
The
learn from
Mentat
this guy.
has to share in the choice of whether to continue or abandon the training. Only the potential Mentat can know. Take a moment.
I suppose you want something in return?
I require assistance.
Yep.
I was cast out by those whom I served. I was cast out by everyone.
Yeah, that sounds like an emotionally sore spot for you. Are you trauma dumping right
What?
now? No.
It's merely a thing that happened. A link in the chain of my personal history. Emotion does not come into it. Now focus.
Today, Junior.
The past is irrelevant. The present is the thing. Pathways to the future are the thing. I bide my time in these streets and back alleys.
This is a bar.
The criminal underworld is a series of equations.
Oh, so you're
like
a...
anything else. Applying my superior mentat
You're a rogue
skills serves
mentat.
me well in this place.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually.
My syndicate grows. However, a rival, the Mobula gang, is causing problems. It's contaminating my equations.
Would you have me do? Would you have me cleanse them?
Find members of the Mobula gang. Extract useful data. Cause them calamity in the proper proportions.
Yeah, I could do that.
A mentat learns that every human is a series of relationships.
The Eastern
Find
Terminal,
out
extract
their
information.
connections.
Oh, this will be easy. This is way under my level, I think.
Remember,
That's the vibe I got from him.
is as important as injury. Once you know all the figures in someone's equation, you can solve them.
Oh, I'll solve your equation. Yeah. But yeah, the best stuff that I have right now, I have some not plastinium, duralinium tier stuff. Some of it was gifts, and I've stopped using them because I don't have what I need to repair them yet, so I'm saving them for PvP. Or I took them off of somebody I stabbed. So for example, there was a guy who tried to jump me in a shipwreck, and I could tell that he just got in from the deep desert because I got a lot of really cool blueprints off of his corpse. Well, these guys are sure having fun. Where is the person I'm supposed to poison? I'm looking for anyone I can talk to, mostly. They're above me. Quest marker says. I am so appreciative of the fact that the quest marker shows you whether something is above or below you. It's not always helpful, but it sure is better than nothing. From the Dune books I've read, this is a lot more common for mentats. Oh, being coked out? Yeah. Well, what they have to do, they drink this stuff called sappho juice, which boosts their cognitive functions. And they get heavily addicted to that stuff. Which, I don't know what sappho juice... I forget. I read the book that told me, like, all the stuff about it, but I don't recall what exactly it does to your body. But it makes you super pasty and anxious, and if you're the kind of person who gets paranoid, like him, it gets even worse, because now you're constantly cogitating those mental equations of how to keep yourself alive. Anyways, this is probably the guy I have to murder.
I can already tell we are going to be fast friends, unless we already are, in which case it's so good to see you. How long has it been?
I'm gonna enjoy this. Ambrose Lucifera, a secret admirer, sends their regards, and this gift.
Far be it from me to look a mysterious wine bearer in the mouth, but perhaps you ought to tell me who your patron is before I accept.
Here's my deception. House Harkonnen wishes to send a thank you for your discreet aid.
Not so loud. Well, I am only too happy to be of service and tickled a wine-stained shade of pink at this gesture.
Oh my god, it's too easy. The Baron relishes the delicious irony of sending you this Caladan wine.
Caledonian wine, a rare experience. By Jove,
Oh, he said
I
by
like
Jove.
you.
Oh,
I'm going
God.
to a party later, and sharing this will make me the belle of the ball. Don't drink while on duty. Don't answer. Let me tempt you not. I'll shield you from this devil's ambrosia. Just a selfless soul drinking for two.
Did you say that you'd be sharing this? This rare wine is meant to be enjoyed by you alone. My patron insists.
I'm afraid something of this vintage simply must be shared. It's just my indelibly magnanimous nature.
You know what? Seeing as you're gonna be poisoning a party of nobles, I don't especially care. Yeah, take it.
Oh, I'm quite good at enjoying. When it comes to indulgence, I'm second to none.
Enjoy! I'm sure this won't go poorly. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. I'm just acting out as my character would, guys. Uh-oh. Good work! You rid Arakeen of its greatest parasite. Now hear the consequences. Unfortunately, it seems like our collaboration has come to an end, but your work is not done. He will want to know everything you found. Go find him. This is my last task for you. Yeah, I wonder what happened to you, huh? What happened to you, Andrea? Oh god, kill him now. Yeah, I don't know why she wouldn't just let me stab him. Do I have 3 skill points? Yes! Can I... Let's see what I want to put him in. Stamina is key. That takes 4. God, I hate how many points these things cost now. Probably something out of the planetologist tree. One of these. Oh yeah, these all take 4 too. Oh, yay. Oh, God, okay. The problem is like, the convenience of the planetologist tree is very clear. But when it comes down to PvP, you almost kind of have to have all of your points in combat-based stuff. Well, I guess you don't. I've won several times without it. But it feels negligent, I guess, to have them in things you don't often use, like dew reaping, for example, or stillsuit seals when you don't wear stillsuits. Like, I used to have this maxed out, but I respected at some point because it just wasn't, I didn't wear stillsuits as much. And with how many points everything costs, it makes me very, very frugal with them. That's right, I don't need to talk to you anymore. Well, I was supposed to talk to Thafir Hawat, but whatever. Now I could show you my cool-ass house. I just finished making a giant new section for it. because I've seen how absolutely gargantuan the late-game spice refineries are. And man, I still don't think it's big enough. For those of you in the Discord have probably seen, but my house has become something of a local legend on this server, because I keep this little hotel down at the bottom of it. It's built on a cliff, you'll see it. And I keep it stocked with little goodies and whatever I don't need. And apparently that's where people go now whenever they get wormed, so that they can resupply. And with Mentats, it also depends on what school they go in. Some have more burnout faster than others. Oh. I forgot there were different schools of Mentats. The way they kind of lump them together with all of the other, like, singular schools in this game. So this is my Thopter. This is my baby right here. This is my baby. We go everywhere together, mostly because I have no choice. So for those of you who have not joined or seen anything of Dune Awakening since the last time I played, this is the Haga Rift. This is the reason that I rushed making this Thopter so early, because getting down into here on a land vehicle is obnoxious, frankly. I've done it, gotten in and out, but man, it takes forever. Like, you gotta plan a several-hour trip if you're going down in there. And you do have to go down in there regularly, because it's the only place to get cobalt paste. Speaking of which, I need more aluminum, so I'm gonna make a pit stop up here. Where's that carbon? That is carbon. That's not what I need. I don't feel like going after it, if I'm being honest. There's probably some on the tops of some of these pillars. They put all of the aluminum in the lower rank areas on top of these pillars. So without a Thopter, you can't really get to it. So you either have to find your way into the more difficult, more dangerous areas, where it's on the ground, or you have to climb. So it's a frustrating endeavor either way. I'm just gonna go show off my house, I think. It's a little bit still under construction. There's some dust here and there. There's a worm. The worm. I've learned to fear the worm. Incoming! Right down here. That is my hangar. That top part. Now, before I built this hangar, what I would have to do to get into my base with my Thopter is fly under here and into this. This is my garage here. I would fly in through this tiny little hole. I got pretty darn good at flying in tight spaces, I will admit. But God, do I not miss having to do it. So yeah, this is my hangar. I've only got the one Thopter now. I've got a bunch of parts. Like, spare parts from the last one. Since we won a Landstrat thing, I actually bought parts that were better than mine, my current tier, just so I could move faster. So it's got a tier 5 engine, power supply, and wings, but everything else is still tier 4. Here's my buggy. My Beetle buggy. It's got the Harkonnen skin on it. This is my bike. Everything is still loading in, apparently, because we have weird textures. So this is my garage. It's built in, like, a cave on the side of this cliff. Here's the production room, where all the magic happens. And I've got windows. So over there is the starting area, basically. This is pretty much the first place you see when you come in from South Haga Basin. This is my bedroom. Here's Paul. I know we all missed Paul. He's hiding right now. Paul, I know you're in there. I know you're in there. He's my sand rat. Oh, there he is. There's Paul. Look at him. He's so cute. Oh my god. Here's all my guns. I've been saving this big old gun for later. I have a blueprint for a flamethrower eventually. But these are mostly just collectibles. This is my better pistol that I have already worked like halfway through. And then these are my swords and knives. This is the only other one of the same level as mine, I think. But I do have this thing. Really good sword for PvP. Over here is all my food. And various storages for lots of materials. Of various varieties. Variousnesses. Words. Up here is the refinery. So we have ore refineries over here. Speaking of which, iron. I used a bunch of steel to make like 6 buggies for something. Here's a death still under here. I'm going to move that later. But for now, it's under the stairs. Generator room. Out here is my balcony. Very nice. I've got my wind turbines and a single wind trap up there because the majority of the water I get comes from corpses. I kill so many things. This used to be my spice vault. So I had like spice and water in here. So these are all my water things. Is it a deep desert base or a normal base? This is a normal base. God, no, I'm not building a deep desert base. Hell no. I just don't have the stomach for the amount of griefing that's happening there. I go in there and I sneak out with whatever I can get my hands on, pretty much. This is sort of like my guest landing pad out here, I guess. And I sometimes sit up here and shoot these guys, just for fun. Just for funsies, you know? Just for practice. Hee Dip. God, I love this rifle. This thing does like 200 damage per shot. Also, what's up, Phoenix? How you doing? But for now, I don't really know what to do with this big upstairs space. I'm sure I'll find a use for it pretty soon when I start making bigger refineries and whatnot. But this is now my spice vault over here. Big sandworm statue. Look how much spice I have. That's 1, so that is 6,000. Have I got drill rounds yet? Yes. I don't actually use them. I don't really like the drill shot that much. This one's completely full. This was a gift from a friend. This one's completely full. So I have probably a little over 20,000 spice sand, which from what I've heard makes somewhere around 12,000 spice. And here's the roof. I spent a lot of last night working on this, just to finish everything up. It was half finished for a good long while. Making something shaped like this was not easy either. Yeah, the drill rounds are nice, but I prefer my sniper rifle and my pistol. Pretty much if somebody has a shield, I close in on them and use my knife instead. Just not built for shield breakers. I don't really like disruptors either, if I'm being honest. That's all trooper stuff. I am an assassin build. Stabby, stabby time. I'm doing great. Also, you could convert the unused space to a hotel for respawn players. But you just reminded me, there's one last thing I forgot to show you. So, behind my blood purifier here is a secret doorway, which leads down to the base of the cliff that my house is built on. And this little place down here is my little hotel in front of my base. It's got a chest out front that I have very clearly marked for other people. And I have filled it with goodies so that if a new player comes through the gap, because I'm like straight across from the starting area. This is like the first place you really hit. So this is some goodies for new players, or if somebody gets wormed, they tend to come back here. Apparently this place is pretty well known now, just because of this little hotel down here. And also a lot of the bigger houses that belonged to players that aren't playing anymore have already started to collapse. So, this one's mine. Here, let me get up on this hill, and I'll show you. Of course, I still have my grappling hook, because literally the ability I've used the most. Just outside of combat. So yeah, that's my house. I don't really like the big thing sitting on top of it like a hat. The whole top part, including the hangar, is all new. So it wasn't incorporated into the original structure. I'm not super sure what to do with it. Like how to get it to look nicer from a distance. It looks great on the inside, I think, but kind of only on the inside, you know? But they do say it's what's on the inside that counts. Anyways, our iron's done. So what do we want to do today? My first thing was I kind of wanted this Mohandas sandbike engine blueprint from this thing, but I gotta kill a bunch of Kirabs, and those are low-level dudes that I would just be farming for. Let me see what else I have. Well, actually, now I have a mission to go do this. Let's do that. Why not? Mobila gang members. Yeah. So I finished all the trials. I climbed up inside the hammer and everything. I've been pretty much all over the map. Except for here. This is really the only place I haven't gone into yet, and that's where you get the stuff for Duralinium. And just because the story hasn't taken me there yet, I'm definitely geared up for it. I just haven't done it yet. Probably wouldn't go especially well. Most of my quests are over here in the Udum? I still don't know how to pronounce this. I've never heard anybody in the game pronounce this. So I have no idea. But yeah, I'm in a guild with a couple of the guys that frequent this mostly solos. But yeah. Okay, so let's go hit that mission there. I wanted to get this. I don't have any spice-infused steel, so I can't even do anything with it. Sad. Okay. Yeah, most of the time I have seen gas rounds being used more for the damage over time, and I think can be fired from the rifle. Yeah, so all sniper rifles shoot poison rounds. Are you able to expand horizontal? You know, widen the base to add more floor space so the hangar doesn't stand out so much? I've tried. So, I had one expansion horizontally this way. And I think I put one over here, or I could put one over here. But there's this camp, like, right here. That's a no-build zone. This guy shoots at me anytime I come by. And then there's another bandit base right next door, which you saw me shooting at already, so over there. And then there's that guy's base across from me, which stops me from going forward. So pretty much up is the only way I can go. And I'm just completely unwilling to move. All of the good real estate in the shield wall, the place I probably should be living at my level, is taken. Place is packed, so I don't know. Well, let's go do the easy stuff. I'm gonna go bully some low-level enemies, because it took me forever to figure out where this guy was. Whee! Actually set my thingamadoodle here. Looking around for uncollected spice blooms. No such luck. Oh, this guy's just at the anvil. Oh, this will be easy. Yeah, see, there's... that house is still there. That was here when I got here. That pyramid down there is new, but I think it's an outpost for a spice farmer. That house has been there for a little while. That one over there is new. It's kind of funny in this game. There get to be, like, neighborhoods, you know? Like, the guild members that I'm with, I got to be friends with him because we were in the same little neighborhood area. This guy is over here, right? I tried to talk to him about 1 billion times trying to figure out what he was for.
You again? What's it to you? Better yet, just keep walking.
I represent Imperial interests investigating the Mobila gang. No. There are 206 bones in the human body.
What's this then, a bio lesson?
Crack open a bone and you can suck marrow and answers out of it.
Wait. What the hell is this?
Problem is, I have 238 questions.
What?
So I'm gonna have to improvise with your teeth, too.
No, wait. I'm just a grunt. I don't know nothing. Starkey. You want Starkey?
Starkey, you say? Here's a sync chart. Just point at it.
You'll find Starkey here.
South of the Rift. Alright. So he's a slaver. That's not surprising. The Voice Towers it is. What's the cheapest apartment to rent and the floor space? Well, considering the real estate, prices are probably gonna go up, you know. You know how rent is. I'd say probably 50,000 Solaris a week would do. You can have 4 squares. 4 square footage. Yo, Voice, what's up? How you doing, Adarsh? Where we going? Where we dropping? Oh, he's right over there. Whee! This is probably one of those quests I was meant to do way earlier, but I still haven't. Up this. Down. Wait, there's a Moritani representative here. Does he owe me money? Does that guy owe me money? No, he does not. I do love how I can just land my Thopter on people, and none of them care. He's below me? Down over here? Ah. Are you in the slave box, or are you next to the slave box? You're next to the slave box.
Don't like your looks. Beat it.
Didn't ask. Starkey, I presume.
How the hell do you know that name? Only fellow Mobula call me that, and you ain't Mobula.
Why are you wearing that stupid mask? Your friend sold you out, said you're the man with the info.
I can't believe they gave me up. I've had it with this gang.
Man, this
Things
gang
turned sideways
sucks.
ever since we started associating with the slavers.
Okay, well, if you tell me about them, I will make myself and them disappear.
Fine. I'm through with this street rat outfit. We made a deal at this slaver base. I'll give you the coordinates.
Cool. Now I go to another place and do another thing. That's how these quests work. You talk to a guy, or you locate a guy. Ah, I love that lag spike. Sometimes lag spikes will just drag you around the map. There's pretty much nothing you can do about it. I've heard other players complain about the fact that sometimes the lag spikes will slam them violently into the ground and destroy their Thopter. Other times, it will drop them through the floor. Both problematic for different reasons. Well, I guess it's really the same reason. No more Thopter is the reason. You get it, though. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, is there not like a cave up here? It really seems like there'd be a cave up here. Give me just a second. Sounds like the War Thunder air battle experience. For you, at least? What do you mean? The, oh, getting dragged around by lag spikes? Oh, yeah. I have no idea how people do it in the deep desert, because it's apparently all aerial warfare there. There's literally no... Well, there is ground warfare, but it's only in the places where you can't do air warfare. And that's what everybody's complaining about. Everybody's like, it's only air warfare, but then they made more areas PvP, so you have to do ground warfare at the ships if you want to do it, and then they're like, no! No, I just wanted to be able to shoot people with rockets. Is all. I don't want them to like fight back and stuff. That's cringe. When they fight back and defend themselves, that makes me uncomfy. Is that rock or? I really can't tell. I think it's aluminum, so I'm gonna grab it. Yes, it is aluminum. Oh, more lag. There we go. Oh. Yeah, sometimes these lines do not want to cut clean. Give me. Just 2. Sedge. Yep, 10,000 feet in the air, and then lag spike. I just have to watch as my plane is dragged into the ground. Sandstorm, due in 1 minute. Oh, wait. There's one more node. Sandstorms are not much of a problem to me anymore, actually. I don't have to worry about them because I have this thing called a steel tent. So I can just drop a tent, as long as I can find a flat spot for it. I would like to shelter my Thopter, though, so that it doesn't get damaged. I don't know that guy, but... Is that an overhang? Please be an overhang. Nope. Oh, beans. Well, this is going to be awkward, but I'm going to park it right in their camp. Hi, guys. No, that's not sheltered either. Well, down we go. Okay, it's sheltered. Good. And then I can shelter under it. A lot of people don't know this. You can use your vehicle as shelter. As long as you're not in it. Or I could put this thing down. This is the problem with using this thing, is it's not like a solid emergency feature, because you gotta find a spot to put it down. I have yet to find a game with good combined arms that is not one-sided or runs well. Yeah, I think... Planet side used to be the big one for people, or maybe Battlefront. I don't know if that does count towards what you're talking about, but... Yeah, this is effectively the AFK tent. Whenever you need to preserve water and not get shredded by sandstorms while just standing in one spot, you drop one of these things and chill in it. Only like 2 weeks till I can get this game. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Good to see ya. Glorp. And we're done. See? Easy. Put your hand down. You're fine. Quit being dramatic. Nope. Nope. Get out of there. Slurp. Gimme. Put this in here. Oh, you know, I didn't need a thumper anyways. I don't need a thumper. If this is the base that I think it is, by the way. No, it's not. Never mind. I was gonna say, if this is the base that I think it is, then there should be a solar chest here, but not so. Broken Arrow and Warno is alright for combined arms. Battlefield back in its heyday was... I guess it was a little one-sided towards the vehicles were very hard to kill for ground troopers. It was just a matter of getting to the vehicles before anybody else. PlanetSide 2 was fun. If and when it would run, it was one of the best ones I could find next to Battlefield. What is combined arms? They'll probably give you a better explanation of that than me, but vehicles and infantry is the long and the short of it. So not just Call of Duty, not just War Thunder. this is the sweep. I remember this place. Land, air, sea, arms, fighting in tandem. Yes. Planes, tanks, and infantry. I'll land right here. I'm not even worried. Oh, there's a sniper. You're blocking your own shots. There you go. Fixed yourself. Well, that was a noise. I never heard them make that sound before. I love just kicking them over. My favorite. Been playing squad lately, but I am too bad at piloting. Have other players attacked you? Yes. I've had a couple of times where somebody tried to jump me in one of the ships. I won both of those fights. The only fight that I lost was when I went to the deep desert to get a reward, and I decided to try and sneak into a couple of
Someone's here.
shipwrecks.
Where's backup?
But yeah, I'm pretty solid in PvP actually. I've never done air PvP, and I'm not too interested in it, if I'm being honest, because I'm here to play Dune and not Dogfight Simulator. But that's besides the point. On the ground, I'm pretty good, actually, in melee at least. When it comes to poison and stuff, that's when things get hairy. A lot of the meta melee build or PvP builds are just centered around reducing your stamina as much as possible. It's just not like super fun, because all they do is sit at a distance and keep putting drill shots and poison near you, so you have to keep dodging. Go, that's what I was waiting for. Okay. There we go. Shield's broken. Dead. I don't even need to. I'm forgetting to steal their blood again. Should probably do that. I stopped picking up, like, carrying blood bags for a while as soon as I got the death still. Just because I had so much water. As long as you're not refining large amounts of ore or anything, you're pretty solid on water. But once you get past the first tier, everything costs water to make. Or refine. Or combine. Or repair. Well, I guess not repair, but you get the idea. Everything takes water. Oh, the lag. Rubber banding. It's only going to get worse as the day goes on. What was I supposed to do here again? This is what always happens with these quests. I get in there and I go on a killing frenzy, and I forget that I'm here for a reason. Scroll details information about an intel base at another site. Chattel Passage. Stab. I would love for nothing more than to be able to equip one of the large ornithopters to just carry a shit ton of rockets and delete a direction. Well, the large ornithopters are apparently not the meta for PvP. It's all these little thopters. They put rockets on them, and since they're faster than the big armored ones, they just win. So assault thopters are only really good if you want passengers, or to carry more stuff. If you want to actually fight, the combat thopters are actually not good. They do have carriers, but I don't know if the carriers can get storage. I think they can only carry other vehicles. You can, like, put a rocket launcher on a buggy. But nobody uses that. bringing a buggy to the deep desert is just asking for it, apparently. Back. I'm the kind of survival player that just starts grabbing stuff whenever I see it because I might need it later. Let me get this fuel cell out of my inventory. And then hide from the sun for a moment. I would also love to get a shit ton of rockets, if I'm being honest. But let's start with, like, a rocket, and then we'll go from there, huh? I don't actually have rockets yet. That's tier 5 stuff. It would be nice to use that when I'm, hunting certain enemy types for Landstrat stuff. It's just wiping the same bases over and over again. Kinda sucks. Oh, I was supposed to sabotage their generator. Oops. Hang on, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'll get it. Sorry about that, guys. Just real quick. Park right here. It's fine. I'm sure they won't mind. I'm gonna... Yep. There we go. I did it. But still, imagine just a call of the largest ornithopters flying by and just unload on an area. Man, that's the dream, to be in a guild big enough where you can actually, like, have air squads, right? Not as easy as they make it out to be. Especially if you don't start your character on their server. So, like, there are specific servers where all of the big guilds are. Mine is not one of them. We have our own big guilds, but the big guilds, the ones people want to be a part of, are not here. Oh, now I gotta 7. Okay, well, maybe I should read instructions or something. I don't know why I get that feeling, but maybe I should start reading what it tells me to do instead of just expecting to fly off to the next area. I will also say, these mechanics, the, like, press E on this specific spot in a base, and then go to a different base and press E on a spot in that base. Not great. Not great. It fills the void, I guess, but it's not great. Alright, where is it? Is it above me? Did I... No, it's over here. This thing! What the hell is this? I mean, I know it's a buggy. Is that what a buggy booster looks like? I guess so. Yeah, this thing's got a rocket pack on it. Look at that. Rocket buggy. I would love to use a rocket buggy. That sounds like so much fun, but they're completely useless. I mean, you basically need 2 people to run it anyways, but that's besides the point. Yeah, just filler content, not a fan of that. Yeah, the quests, for the most part, are not awesome. The story stuff's been kind of cool. That's pretty cool. I saw some cutscenes for, like, the bosses and stuff. I fought this guy called the Glutton. I had to, like, go into his cannibal lair. And, there was this whole thing where I met Aristay. Okay, now we're done. Now we go over here. Now we go over here. Like, that was cool, I guess. There were some puzzles there. But none of it has been especially thrilling. Especially the side quests. It's mostly just a matter of go hit outpost, push button, move on to next outpost, push button, talk to person, go find other person, talk to them, push button. Is push button game, kind of game, you know. I'll land right here. I like this spot. So I can do this. Who are we deleting first? You. Oh, I shot him in the ankle. My bad. Then you're next. And you. Oh, yes. Boop. I missed. Oh, I missed. He didn't notice, though. It's fine. Have you finished the main quest? Not yet. I apparently have just gotten into the actual main quests. Are there any good survival games with good quests? Enshrouded is kind of similar in its simple quests. Ground has surprisingly a good story and quest behind it. I don't know. That's a good question. That guy put his shield on right before I shot him. I don't know what took them so long to raise the alarm. The big problem with the AI, or with the quests in this game is that the AI is so stupid that it's really not much of a challenge if you, like, really don't want it to be. I tend to go in and fight them close combat just because it's more fun. But you really can wipe out a whole base just by poisoning them and letting them die. What is going on with the lock-on here? The lag is getting worse. They can't aim for shit either. So the thing is, there's a maximum range for that gun. Same thing with flamethrowers. So the enemies do not know that they can't hit me. Like, he doesn't know he's too far away to shoot me right now. And he won't get closer. Because his only filter is, I'm a ranged enemy, and I have to fight from a distance. So, this is what we get. Pal World added a fishing minigame. Now it's like the fishing game from Stardew Valley. Catch pals and get loot. I hated the fishing minigame in Stardew Valley. I know that's not an uncommon fishing mechanic. The, like, click and it, like, bounces and has momentum. But God, I hate it. I hate momentum-based things where you have to, like, keep it in a spot. It's so frustrating. See, they also do that. They grenade themselves all the time. And then they just are stuck there. Oh, I got an achievement for killing 500 slavers. Cool. I'll take your blood, I guess. Stardew fishing is so intense. See, the other thing, like, they don't know. They really just need to have a thing where it's like, if I'm not hitting my target, reposition. Because they'll sit there and unload if there's something between us. Too easy. You're stupid. I can also just take their whole corpse now, if I want to. But they're heavy. Alright, so whatever I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to interact with something over here, right? Cages? Am I sabotaging cages or something? It's below me? What's... Oh, there is another level below me. Okay. Spice Bloom. Oh, never mind. I'm supposed to find that. Cool. I did it. I just used the bandages that I pick up to save mine, because mine cost more difficult resources that are a pain in the butt to farm. Up this. Red Dead 2 has a better fishing minigame, but it destroys your controller. I don't remember the Red Dead fishing minigame. Maybe I just never did it. Get a better fishing pole. I was not a fan of it either. And then I got the top pole and it was almost fishes you. Oh. Almost fishes for you. Oh, wait. We gotta sabotage their comms. Hang on. Hold up. Don't get too excited now. Let's see it. Up here? This thing? This thing. Oh, this one wants me to hold it. Oh. Done. And then we bring it back to Arakeen, which I don't feel like doing right now because that world map is obnoxious. There's also lots of times where people will get stuck in that world map, by the way. Hey, easy. Who's shooting at me? Who's doing it? I heard your gun spinning up. Don't make me come up there. I'm coming up. Where are you? Take your stuff. I don't think I won't. Where'd he go? I heard you, Fleshling. I'm coming to get you. Or maybe not, I guess. Okay. I guess I'll drop my shield, turn my back, and walk away. I guess I'll lower my guard now. Maybe that was just a bugged noise or something, and there's not actually a guy in there. Who knows? Well, my bag's pretty much full anyways, so let's make a trip back to base. Maybe I'll show you some of my friends' bases today, because theirs are going to be way cooler than mine. As much as I love base building, I can never make one that looks good to anyone other than me, really. I like mine because it's, like, built into the terrain, like it's attached to the cave. May have fallen through the map. Yeah, they do that from time to time. I know there's one outpost. Ooh, downship. Hang on, let me make sure my inventory's clear. This could get dicey if I don't. I mean, it could get dicey either way, but... This is the one in the quicksand. Oh, perfect. Perfect landing. Oh, God, the lag. Oh, God. Okay, it's so bad. It's so bad. There it is. There it is. Gimme. Alright. Now let's go swim in the quicksand. Try as we might to get this thing out. Oh, that went better than expected. Climb on it. Climb. Don't. Okay, fine. I didn't actually want to. No. Oh, okay. No. Whoa. Oh. Oh, look at that! I made it. Worm's coming. Better hope I don't get plugged into this thing. No, not this time. I have lost one Thopter to getting stuck inside the ground. I know FunCon games have a rep of that happening. Yeah, it's frustrating. It's really bad on the Thopters, so you can like climb onto the side of anything in this game. And obviously that's going to cause some problems with certain terrain types. Because like the wings of my Thopter are movable objects. They're not static places like rocks, and I can get that. I understand that. But man, when it's something like this, where I have to be quick on my feet and like very quickly go, okay, get the thing, get back in the Thopter, get gone. And then that happens. Like that's so unfun. See, like, because of this lag, I'm not going to be able to get to this thing before he comes back, I don't think. Come on. Oh, come on. Get it. Ooh. Ugh. God. I've lost too many vehicles from bugs. I know Conan Exile's thralls fall out of the map a lot. I don't know what thralls are, but I imagine that's probably just as frustrating. It's less obnoxious when it happens to an enemy mob or something, but when it happens to me and I like can't get back in my vehicle in time and get munched, that doesn't feel good. I mean, it never feels good to get munched, but when it's your own fault, you know, like I've been munched several times. And a couple of them were just because I didn't look both ways before I crossed the desert. I literally, like after I got my Thopter and got so obsessed with flying everywhere, I went on a journey in my sand bike to like hunt scavengers for a Landsrad thing. And I didn't look both ways and got hit by a worm that wasn't even breaching, it was just cresting. Lost everything. The NPCs, you get to do things for you in your base. Ah, so your pals, if you will. Alright. See, like, my base doesn't look great. It literally has rocks poking through it everywhere. But to me, I think that's cool. That should probably also not be a foundation. Oh, God. See what I mean? See what I mean? Oh, woe is me. Drop off. No. I do appreciate this feature where I can drop stuff from my vehicles into my storage. Let's get rid of this. Grass and salvaged metal. I really don't need salvaged metal anymore, if I'm being honest. Cobalt base. I could always use that. Like Pals from Pal World, but I have to say Pal World has done it way better. That is really saying something, because it was pretty bad when I started out with Pal World. I believe you, though. Let me refuel my generators while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I have taxes due now. Ew. Ew. I hate taxes. Taxes are stupid. I've got an extra sand bike part. What tier is it? 3? Tier 3. See if I want to recycle it or save it for a spare. It's buggy. I've got one Mark V. I don't even know where I got this. Probably from deep desert somewhere. Oh yeah. Throw that in there. Right, spices up top. The one nice thing about staying, well, there's a couple of nice things. First off, there's the neighborhood aspect I mentioned for staying in this place. But then there's also, I'm like right in the center of spice territory and shipwreck territory, which means I get just about first dibs as long as I'm near my base. When it happens. I put it this way, if, what Funcom tried to do with Conan, Power World did it better and more. Yes. Oh, speaking of spice, there's a blow right there. I'm gonna go get it, because I want to. So I don't have to get it later. Where'd it go off? There it is. I'm coming. And go. Put on spice mask. Oh, there's a worm right there. Somebody already tick it off? If not, I will try and drop a thumper here. Yeah, it looks like somebody's grabbing it already. Maybe? Yeah, there's a thumper there. I'm gonna drop a thumper for you. Okay, so we're gonna drop a thumper to draw the worm away from that guy, because I'm a nice person. Okay. Let's get out of here. Okay, good. I think that thing would have eaten it if I didn't do that, actually. That was right on top of him. Go on, it's going after my thumper. Go back down. Go get it or I will. That cost me resources. You better make good use of that. Anyway, so thumpers, they summon worm, just like that. Apparently they're supposed to be used more as a weapon. I use them to bait worms away from whatever I'm doing, sometimes. It's not usually worth it. Ooh, that's an old spice bloom right there, actually. That may be a glitch where I can just still see it on the surface. Lots of times I get down onto these and they're, like, expired. Like, I try and pick it up and it disappears. Let's find out. Nope. Yes. Yeah, it's expired. Okay. That's expired spice. I can't actually pick that up. Oh well, we'll get the next one. Not that I really need it. I have quite a bit so far. I guess I could bring the spice over there and refine it in my friend's refinery. He said I could use his large spice refinery because it's got a better... Can you ride a worm? Nope. Nope. There is no such feature in this game. Very depressing. Very disappointing, as a whole. Did I empty out the... Not entirely. No, there's no worm riding. That was one of those should have been things, I feel like, personally. Let's see what else we have to do. I was gonna... Oh. Oh, is somebody upsetting the neighbors? Eh. Whatever. We dump the blood out to bags. Although I think we're full. Yup. In that case, I can leave any of the full ones here. Which is pretty much all of them. Yeah, we are not at a loss for water anymore. By any means. There's a couple things left that I could do. But if we're going to be going back to Harco Village anyways... this is what I'm looking for. The Missionaria. Let me bring a scanner just because I want to do the other quests while I'm down there. Oh, I've already got one. Never mind. Let's consume spice then. We consume... bunch, just in case I want to use these abilities. Because I have a bunch of passives that only function if I'm spice prescient. Yes, spice kebab. Spice kebab. Yummy. Let's get this going. This. Going by what you told me when you played Pal World, it has added a reworked map, added 2 or 3 islands the size of the starting area, and a lot of quality of life improvements, and more pals and weapons. Good. Good. These are good things. Oh, there's our spice bloom. Come on, go. Apparently those go off every 12 minutes, I am told. Go. Do not rubber band me into my own walls, please. Oh, there's another one right there. Is this one also fake? Or is this one real? No, it's fake. God, I hate that. I know it's like in the process of despawning, but it almost made me lose track of the real one. Start compacting. There he is. Oh, is that my friend? I think it is. Well, that didn't take long. He always wears a, yeah, that's his Thopter. He's more confident than I am, it would seem. Yeah, see, his Thopter's like pink and blue. I want that color. No. 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 There another sandworm? Or did he circle back? There is another one. What the hell? That's not fair. You turd. I know my favorite gun is the M1 Garand. It even has the ping when you change mags. Ooh. That's a lot of sandworms dying. I think I was slightly incorrect about the sandworm life cycle. I know the spice is made from dead sandworms, but I don't know if it's like right when they die or how it happens. I forget. I know it's partially because they build up spice or and water in one spot, and then the sandworms go in there and die. I'm gonna become a despice. Yeah, the all-right ping. The almighty ping. Oh, that's what this guy was building. I was wondering. I saw like his ground pieces recently. How big the freaking thing was. You're right, it's just gamified for Dune. Almighty. Oh. This house is new. It's big, though, so I imagine it's built by somebody with a fair amount of resources, and it's made of the later game stone. The worm thing? Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Right about the worm thing. Let's dump the spice. And then we'll go after another quest. See, they always are shooting at me, my neighbors. My base looks cool. Yeah, everybody's bases are... Okay, there. Now I can move. Jesus. Yeah, I have transmogs on all my armor, by the way, so this is all cosmetic stuff, because without it, I look kind of ridiculous, if I'm being honest. I like my stuff. It's like Destiny armor. I dig it. So up here... did I have any on the Thopter? Nope. That third storage is going to fill up pretty soon. That is not my favorite thing. Oh, the other cool thing is I've got a blood extractor. Quit shooting at me! They were just waiting to do that. Jerks. What was I saying? I forget. I've not made it to max level yet in Power World, but I guess it has railguns too. Oh. I stopped not too long after I got the assault rifle. I got to the volcano area and got to like the top of it. I think I beat it. But after that, I got so caught up trying to breed like specific kinds of pals and get a... Oh, so they got a blood extractor. Okay, yeah. So I've got a blood extractor now that filters some of the blood into water, so I can literally just drink straight from my enemies whenever I get thirsty. There is another house under construction over there. It looks weirdly similar to that other one. Steer! Ooh. I wasn't looking where I was going. Oh, yeah, let me show you Masa Taril. So this place was, that one spot where I said, oh yeah, that's definitely an important, like, mega dungeon or something. It's not. It's just a big building. But this place over here was like a power generation station for everything behind it, but the sandworms got in. And a sandworm got into the power generators, and that's him right there. See that thing? That's a dead sandworm. Its body is like preserved by the electricity somehow. And the Masquerade, these guys, the cultists around here, they worship it. They worship the dead worm. They call it the tyrant worm. And they think they're better than the Fremen because of it. So they're kind of, you know, completely insane, effectively. But yeah, there was like a whole settlement back here apparently at some point. I don't know why there isn't now. There's still cactuses and stuff. There's probably plenty of water here. Well, aside from the cult, I guess. I guess the cult is living here. There's lots of old Fremen ruins around here. I really like this area. I think if I was going to move, I'd want to move to here. I don't know if I'd be... if it would be worth it, though. That's a weird-looking rock. I want to go in there. I want to go in the weird-looking rock. It's a weird-looking rock. This would be a neat place to build a base. Where am I in relation to everything else? See, that's the problem. It's like off in the corner. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I'll take a screenshot of it, just in case. Just in case I change my mind. Well, the other problem would be, getting land vehicles up here. That's the other thing you gotta think about. And it's above a camp too, so down there at the bottom would be a no-build area. Oh. Oh, that's not a base. That's a dungeon. Camp, whatever. I think this is where I'm supposed to go, actually. Just land right over here. Yep, this is the place. Stone Step Village, huh? Fremen ruins, I'm guessing. We have discovered that I was correct. The Fremen are not entirely gone. Also, as far as the story goes. As I predicted. Okay, there's one guy there. I don't see anybody up top. I guess I do have my scanner. This thing scans specifically for life signs. So there's 3 guys up top, 4, 5, 6. So this place isn't huge. Easy. These guys don't use shields, so they are easy pickings for the most part. Ooh. This place is cool, though. See, I like these kinds of ruins and stuff. It's a very interesting area. It's just off in the frickin' corner. And has no locational benefits aside from being somewhat closer to the aluminum. There's no real actual reason for me to move over here. Over here? Where's this thing? It's gonna be all the way up at the top, probably. Don't you mind if I do? Oh, heard a mouse. Heard a mouse. Oh, there's... Oh. There's some guys. You didn't need your skull plates, did you? Oh, that's a mine. It's okay. Not worried. Oh, there's someone's base. Odd spot to put it. Okay, so we're already full up on blood. I heard a mouse again. Where are you? Ow! You are not what I was talking about. Ow, bro. I got sniped. That's not cool. These are the only guys that have any semblance of stealth. They see you and they don't say anything, they just start lining up a shot. That's what all of the enemies probably should do. Half the time I locate them just by their chattering. Have you raided someone's base? No. There's pretty much only one place you can actually raid other people's bases. Well, actually, I've raided abandoned bases, but you can't raid people's bases unless they are in the PvP area and built in a PvP zone in the deep desert. So, the only way to, like, raid someone's base for most of the game is just if it's abandoned. That I've done. I've gotten some cool stuff out of some abandoned bases. Nothing noteworthy, really, but, you know, some nice loot here and there. How did these guys even get up here? They can't climb. We're the only characters who can seem to climb in this game. Ah! Someone broke in here and stole the contents. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. See what I mean? They're not too bright. Like, you probably shouldn't announce when you're empty. Even if they aren't actually empty when that happens. Yeah, for the most part, as far as the deep desert goes, I haven't touched it, and I don't really plan to until it gets fixed up. Ooh, solar chest. Improved dispenser jacket. That's what I'm wearing, but I will take it nonetheless. Always good to have a backup. Or at least the opportunity to make a backup. That's the frustrating, probably the most frustrating thing for me about getting eaten by a worm, is not even losing my vehicle so much. It's losing all of my unique equipment. Because you notice how, like, everything I'm wearing is purple, just about? That's all unique blueprints that you have to find again if I want to make more of them. This is glowy. Is there something else I can do here, or is that all? Was I just supposed to walk in here? Oh, pick up the trail with your scanner. Where'd it go? I didn't actually see it. No, I guess the trail is the real trail was inside us all along. Yeah, not a fan of that system in the deep desert? Yeah. Also, I really need some agave seeds. Probably, and everyone seems to agree with me on this, the most frustrating resource to locate in this game is agave seeds. I could not tell you why they made that such a difficult find. but it is. That was a wall jump. That was sick. Freaking parkour master here. I mean, I can literally just defy gravity by pushing a button, so I mean, I don't know if that disqualifies me from the competition, but the crafting system with the blueprints, I mean, I understand it. It makes me go to the market when I die. I go to the market looking for the blueprints that I had. So, it makes sense. I'm a little annoyed by it, but, you know, otherwise everyone would have unique equipment all the time, and it's just so much better than regular equipment. That is the one thing that I'm not really fond of it doing, is that it completely invalidates standard equipment. Like, anything that there is a unique for... What the hell is that? That base is decaying up there, actually. Hang on a minute. That might be something we can get some loot out of. Ow. Whee! Let's go see what's going on with this person. Free stuff? Question mark? Live ruins. Yeah, this is someone's base, and it is decaying. There's their thopter. It's in bad shape. This has been decaying for a while, it would look like. Problem is, this thing is still intact, which means... Yeah, no access. This one's decaying, too. So the problem is, with bases decaying, you can't, like, loot any of this stuff until this thing right here gets destroyed. And it'll be one of the last things that gets destroyed. So unless you sit here and watch the chests, if they're not sheltered, they're gonna break first. But eventually, when that other part breaks, someone will be able to claim this place. I do find it fun to just wander around in player ruins, though, and try and imagine what the house must have looked like at some point. Just like that's the reason why I like Urbex, honestly, in real life. I like to imagine how things might have been at some point. Is that their new base, I wonder? Or is that connected by any means? This one's got the door open. No, this place is still intact. I don't see a console anywhere, though. Yeah, buggy's still claimed and everything. Interesting. This must have been quite the cathedral when it was active. If anyone is wondering why taxes and, like, having to refuel your base is a thing in this game, this is why. It's so that these kinds of bases don't remain standing months after, a player just stops playing and keeps taking up space. Most have not paid the yeah, they must have not paid taxes. You don't pay taxes, they turn your shields off. Alright, where do I need to go now? Go to the House of Ilm over here and try and find some dadgum agave seeds. You only really need them for, like, radiation treatment and decorations. But man, if you want to make any decorations, you better start looking, because it's going to take a while to get enough to do anything. Where is it? There it is. These freaking... Has it already been harvested? Somebody already harvested this one recently. Let me get some water.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Well, good thing I'm already... Well, no, I'm not in a cave. But I could be. I could be in a cave. Oh no, that's a Coriolis storm. That's fine. That's not a big deal. I don't have to worry about that. You guys got agave in there? Hey, you folks got any agave? Y'all got any agave seeds? No, no. Stop it with your fart bombs. The lock on it is just not working today, huh? I guess since I'm not using my blood extractor anymore, put that there. Some money. Where's the agave? I would say that a scanner would help, but all of the icons for resources on a scanner look the same, so it doesn't really help. You just kind of got to look at the map and be like, that's roughly in the area where the tag says it is. It might be up top. It's usually not, but it might be. Oh, it's right here. See? 5. You need 15 for a single banner. If that gives you any idea. We're storing in here. I guess that. Let's refuel it to get this thing out of my inventory. We are starting to run low on fuel. Okay, where's this House of Ilm, by the way? Over here. There's another agave over there. Pal World has a blueprint system, but the only limiting thing with them is higher tier gear needs higher tier materials to build. More of a fan of that system. That's the standard system, I feel like. But again, I understand the reasoning behind this system. It's not the most fun when you have to be the one to go and get those materials, but it does give people a reason to buy rare blueprints, you know? Otherwise, it, you know, there wouldn't be much of a point to it. And it makes those blueprints more valuable, and the weapons themselves even more valuable. Over here. I have one banner hanging on the front of my house, and I want to get a second one, so it doesn't look so lopsided to me. See, I love this area, but there's just no benefit to living here. Other than maybe agave. It's in the corner of the world. It's really hard to get in and out of without flying. It doesn't even have access to the aluminum areas. No matter how much I would like to live here, there's just no point. So I may as well live where I am at that point. Not have to worry about it. Have I cleared these camps yet? Yeah, figured. I really should just track this quest instead of trying to... This one is here. Yup. Yeah, this game gets a lot more lively at night. That's when I normally play it. But I got D&D tonight, so... Whee! Just makes me feel forced to make the system work as far as the blueprint system goes. Yeah, I mean, there have been a couple of times where I've had to use standard gear, but it's just so beneath. Like, unique gear for steel tier, for example, aluminum for tier 3, is fundamentally better than standard gear for tier 4. So, if you're going PvP, you know, you want to have the good stuff. It makes it more valuable. I get it. It's frustrating to me just as much as anyone else, but I get it. I know why it's there.
Who's there?
Trick shot. Nope. Okay. I love just kicking them in the face. That's my favorite move. I just recently figured out what the knee charge is a reference to. I had no idea it was a reference to Jason Momoa in the movie. Well, I need some of this, so... Landmines? Poison. Poison. It's poison. Okay, well, we don't have any build-up yet. Bet you there's still bad guys in here. Oh, I remember this trick. Okay, so I've seen this before. I've seen this exact dungeon layout before. So over here... Okay, I fell right in the poison. It's fine. I'm not worried. Yeah, the chest is over here. It's hidden, so you have to get it on the way back. And over here... Oh, there's no enemy in here like there was before. He was a good Duncan Idaho, I agree. The Duncan Idaho they have in this game is not nearly manly enough to compete with Jason Momoa. I mean, that's a hard act to follow, don't get me wrong, but still. He's just kind of goofy looking. Did I? I did not. Oddly enough. These guys look like they always look to me like they're wearing, like, urban camo. I think their colors are supposed to be gray, but... Oh, are you saying what to the Duncan Idaho in this game? Yeah, I met Duncan Idaho in this game. He helped me forge a sword for my class. For my sword class. My sword forging class. My ADHD is completely taken over. I'm so lost. I'm guessing this is the place I'm supposed to go. Agave. Should be right up here. There it is, actually. Look at that. You love to see it. Gimme. Somebody took it. Was it me? Did I take it? Also, these things look like sandworm skin. I think that is deliberate. I don't think I want to identify myself, and I'm gonna shoot you in the mouth. Duncan Idaho is alive, huh? Not sure what to think about that. Well, he did die protecting Paul. Quote-unquote die. The first time he died, that is. Let's not get into that. The first Duncan Idaho Prime, if you will, died protecting Paul. Do it, stick your head out. Do it. I know you want. There you are. Stupid. Oh, there's more of you. Okay, I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. Ah. Stop that. Shank. Why am I interacting with this urn? I'm recovering the fragment. Fragment recovered. On witches. What does it say? It is written, suffer not a witch to live among us. But who is this witch? Not one who knows the weirding way, but one who is warped by weirding, where demons make their home. A witch must die. Ah, they're talking about Saint Alia of the Knife. Alia, whatever her name, however you pronounce her name. That is exactly who they're referring to. If you don't know who that character is, she was the second main character in the series. No, she's Paul's sister, actually. Yeah, she's Paul's sister. So, Jessica, Paul's mother, is pregnant when she and Paul go to Arrakis. So in the movie, you see Paul talk to her about that, kind of. This place is cool. Oh my god. This is all just a tiny mini dungeon? Or is there more in here, probably? Maybe this is their main base. I wouldn't be surprised by that, actually. Because it's apparently not Mos Estoril. Or maybe they have a main base in each area. Whatever. Anyways, Jessica's pregnant when she comes to Arrakis with Paul. When she gets stranded in the desert, and when she drinks the water of life, she's pregnant when that happens. So the baby gets just saturated with spice. And her consciousness expands, as it does with these things, when you take spice. And the baby comes out basically talking. Like, the baby is telepathically communicating to her mother in the womb. Like, she's freaky. And Alia is messed up in the head, too. I think she kills the Emperor, actually, in the end of the first book. Or the start of the second book, one or the other. She kills the Emperor at some point, just sort of... No, she killed Vladimir Harkonnen. That's who she killed. That was important. Yes. Oh boy, his life is different in any other series. Duncan Idaho would be the main protagonist. Exactly. He has the main protagonist symptoms, and you know what? The guy who brings him back to life, Paul's son, Leto II, he also realizes that he is the main character. And actually, to tell you the truth, Duncan Idaho is the main character by the end of the series. Oh, no, don't do that. Come here. Ow. Ow. Would you chill? Ow. Would you chill? Chill. Go to sleep. Yeah, Duncan Idaho has a hero complex. He gets resurrected too many times. Kinda goes crazy. Tries to kill Paul's son. Which, to be fair, he was kind of like completely insane by then. But also like still prescient. Two-edged sword, you know, being able to see the future. And all that. What's in here? Goodies? Goodies. Not a lot of goodies, but some, I guess. It's just... I don't even know if I would call this goodies, really. It's just stuff. Is that really all that's here? There's not a solar chest in this place? Stellar chest, whatever? I guess not. Maybe this place isn't as big as I thought. There's a hole in the roof. Can I get out through it? Probably not. That's imaginary, for sure. That is just a light fixture. Like, he even respawns a lot like a good old Dark Souls hero. Yeah. And, just like any good old Dark Souls hero, he gets a little more insane each time. Or was there another... No, this is just the way back out. Unless... I mean, this is the way back to my Thopter anyways, so... I don't think I ran across one of those blue doors before there? No. No, I didn't. Sedge. What the... Hello? I got tabbed out for a second. That was odd. Oh. This. There it is. Yay! 20 intel points. I'll do something with those eventually. And to be fair, Leto II wanted to die and make a new human that could not be seen by the seers. Yeah, but... like... I mean, he did the same thing that Paul did, which is like a... somebody has to be the bad guy. It may as well be me kind of deal. So, like, I know he was doing it for the right reasons, but he was still doing it, you know? He was still the Mad Emperor. Oh, I got tapped out again. That's interesting. Okay. I wonder if I can hit that spice blow before anybody else does. Have I heard about Cyberpunk Season 2? I have, and I am super excited. That was probably one of my best... not my best, one of my favorite Netflix originals. They did that show so well. And they released it like at the same time as the update for Cyberpunk 2.0. And you know what? They got me to buy it for PC. I bought that game twice. I'm not even gonna deny it. Is that the spice bloom right there? I don't think so. I think that's a rock. That's a rock. That's not spice. I don't even have enough space in my inventory for spice right now, I don't think. Oh, I do. That's the nice thing about having a difference between volume and slots. Played the part well. A little too well. Yeah, to the point that Duncan Idaho kept trying to assassinate him at the end of each of his lives. Yeah, you know when Duncan Idaho wants you dead that you've done screwed up. Oh, I think somebody already got to it. Yep. He can have it. I think that's my friendo. I made a friend on here because I got eaten by a worm while both of us were spice farming. The time that I lost my thopter to getting stuck like under the sand. So I couldn't get my landing treads out of the ground. So I lost a thopter that way and all my stuff. And he saw me explode, asked what happened, and brought me some money to get to Arakeen so I could buy new parts. Because I had just banked all of my money and couldn't get to it. And also a couple of materials for me to make what I needed. And also like an entirely new high-level still suit. Of course, I eventually lost that to a worm when I got eaten when I didn't look both ways before I crossed the road. But, you know, that was really nice of him. Have I? No, but close. That's the other thing about this game is I just have the time to play if I did get it. Yeah, it's a lot of a time sink. It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be with the base repairs and stuff like that, fueling it up. Like, it only takes a couple of minutes to farm up a lot of fuel. But, you do still have to log in to refuel every 20 days or so. And as much as I understand the system, I do also wish there was a way for me to, like, preserve my stuff without logging in. Stop! I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Stupid. Give me your corpse. I'm taking your dead bodies as payment for that. You scratched my thopter. I'm taking your dead body. I'm putting you in the death still. Or maybe I will gift you to a new player. Yeah, actually, yeah, I'm gonna put a corpse in that chest down there, because I bet you my water supply is still full. Probably. No, actually. Not enough to carry a corpse, but enough. Let me spend this. And dump this in here. Start to, at least. Yeah, I will say for a while, keeping up with the Landstrat stuff, this was a huge time sink. The really unfortunate thing with how it used to be was, so let me show you. This is one of the ones that I spent all week working on here. This one here. And I haven't even gotten to the highest capacity yet. I've killed probably well over 2,000 of this enemy. So let's do the math real quick. I'm actually going to pull up a calculator for this. So, and again, everything I say bad about this game, you need to take with a grain of salt, because I do still love this game. I do. But as somebody who reviews games, you know, like there are some pretty obvious problems with it. So, each enemy I kill gives me 23 points, right? What the hell? Microsoft Edge, you seriously don't have a calculator? What is this? There it is. Okay. So 23 points, and I needed 14,000 points to get the highest reward, right? Is that correct? Yes. Okay. So, at 23, I had to kill 608 enemies to get that. 608. Now, to give you an idea, there's probably 10, maybe a little more, like 15 probably in each outpost. So you gotta fly around to the exact same outposts over and over and over again, and hit them over and over and over again. It just gets really repetitive, is all. Let's grind some of this stuff up. Like, I don't need that. I don't need these. Which, I thought at first that it was a matter of you were supposed to be in a party or a guild and you guys would share the reward for your kills or whatever. That's not the case. I did test that out. Not the case. A little frustrating, that. And the other problem was, you were essentially racing against a bunch of other players to complete that. So unless you sat there and spent probably 8 hours straight just farming that one kind of enemy, you wouldn't get the reward there. So me and every other player just about ended up doing, if we wanted those rewards, we started stockpiling. These are materials that I do not hardly use anymore, but I have thousands of them. Just in case one of the rewards came up to be something that I had thousands of, I could actually get the reward. Now, they've updated it so that there's no time limit on it. As long as you get it within the week's time limit, even if one side has claimed that vote, you can still get the personal rewards by just farming out whatever it takes to get it. Which is a huge benefit. Huge change. Love that. Unironically, non-sarcastically, I love that. Let's go check on our... Oh, there's a ship coming down. There's a ship coming down, I can hear it. I think. I thought that was a worm breaching, but I don't see a breach marker. I think there's a ship coming down. Probably my favorite part of this game are these like little events that happen around the map. The shipwrecks and the spice blooms. Is it directly above me? Sometimes it is. No. Nope. Don't know what that sound was then. Must have been a worm. But like salvaging and harvesting spice are super tense. I still absolutely love that. And I like the PvP concept of the the starships, right? Like the shipwrecks. I like that concept. It's very threatening to be in a tight dungeon fighting enemies and also have to watch your back for other players. That's cool. The combat that I've had in those has been very fun. It's just the emphasis on air combat that kind of sucks the life out of it, I feel like. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. You would think after a bit of time of this, the house would think, dang, why are we always losing men? You'd wonder, you know, if you would run out of slavers or something. But no, no such difficulties, it would seem. I'm just wandering in circles. Let's... Do I want to bother with this, or do I just want to go straight to Harko? I think I want to go just straight to Harko. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I got the hiccups. No! No. Because I need to get the next level of the Bene Gesserit stuff. And also my story thing. I need to get my next assassination target, actually. This is the wrong screen. I actually don't think they would be wondering why they were always losing men here. This place is, Arrakis is death. Later, voice, got work to do. IRL, the things. Happy hunting. Thank you. Have fun. Thanks for stopping by. The other thing, I guess, is we could try and figure out where the next planetologist thing is. He keeps showing up in the bottoms of dungeons, and I don't know... Oh, the Mentat guy's an Arakeen. You're an Arakeen. You're in Harko, though. Let's go to Harko. Because I'm pretty sure the quest giver for the next assassination target is there as well. I didn't actually even end up using my spice prescience. Why am I still carrying it so heavy? Oh, it's the other blood bag. Right. Right. I should probably also refuel and repair my ship. Because it's looking a little worse for wear right now. What are we sitting at? Oh yeah, that's not good. Okay. Fuel. Do I have any more small? I have 2 more small ones. 1 more small one. Let's burn through that first. Fix up my wings, at least. Ugh. Yeah, see, the thing is, I can't replace these wings right now. So I just gotta keep repairing them. These are ones that I bought as part of a reward for the Landsrad. Get that engine. I can't repair or replace the engine either, but that takes a lot less damage than the wings do. The wings get damaged literally any time you fly. It's like the tires for all the other vehicles. I do like how the parts visually degrade as well when stuff happens. That's a cool feature. Okay, and fuel you up. There we go. Swap this, swap that. Nope. Button. There we go. And is there anything left in its storage? Yes. Valuable things. There. Here. I think that's enough actually to put the other banner up. May as well go ahead and do that before I forget. Secret exit. I got so used to jumping off my balcony to get down here that I keep forgetting that I put that staircase in. This hasn't been touched yet? Nope. That's okay. So you have a banner on this pillar over here. About 2 notches up. So we're gonna make a banner on the other side now. And it's going to take all of the agave we just found. 100% of it. That is one really upset worm. There. Ain't she pretty? Alright, let's dump this stuff and go to Harko. There's a lot of busy work in this game, honestly. We're being real. Especially if you're playing solo. You don't have other people to refine things for you. Marco, it's actually more beneficial for us to leave through south. So we go this way. The other nice thing is I don't have to worry about those patrol ships anymore. I mean, I'm to the point that the soldiers they send down are just more of a nuisance than anything else. But, man, getting caught by those out on the open sands sometimes was brutal. And the other thing is the worms will never go after an NPC. So even though all of the enemy soldiers chasing after you have shields active and are using suspensors and stuff, the worm will not bother them. It will absolutely focus on you. So you have to fight them without a shield. It's just not a great situation for any player who's not, like, well-armed. Bonk. I hate that. There's like an invisible wall slightly past the world border that you slam into if you don't hit the start your engines back up button before it asks if you want to leave Haga Basin. So this is the Harkonnen main city that we're going to. Lots of screaming and pale people. Yeah, this is the world map as a whole here. I have been to the deep desert, and I will say probably my biggest complaint about it is actually nothing to do with the PvP. It's actually just that it's boring. Like, there's nothing there except a lot of empty sand and the occasional outpost, which is just a reskin of one of the ones from Haga Basin. So once there's cool stuff there, I'll probably be diving in. Or if I ever clear everything else out here and I just am super bored. But I'm not, like, hugely interested in just being pinned down by other people's helicopters. Alright, so this is Harko. This is Harko Village. Wonderful, happy place this is. Ignore the air horns, blaring propaganda speakers, screams of slaves, yeah. Guys pinned to the walls in front of the town. That's all normal. That's day-to-day life, you know? So, we're looking for Yocasta, the Bene Gesserit lady. She'd be over here. There she is.
You're back.
I am. Here's your book.
Well then, hand it over. You took long enough.
Okay, rude.
This is fascinating. The late planetologist Pardo Kine's influence on Fremen culture is more profound than I suspected.
But not more profound
His
than I expected.
ecological language and framework can be found in every aspect of Fremen life after a certain point. You've done well.
I mean, yeah, he basically taught them how to, terraform the planet.
He was a man of science, an advisor to the Emperor, dispatched here to learn the secrets of melange.
Did he?
We don't know. While Kynes continued to transmit detailed reports of his geological findings, he lived a second and secret life with the Fremen.
I know what happened to him.
I've been waiting for you. Time is of the essence.
He died in a spice blow.
I have discovered that a key to understanding Pardo Kynes' influence on Fremen culture is contained in what he refers to as an ecological lexicon.
I don't know what a lexicon is, but something tells me you want it found.
The Udum bears obvious signs of Kynes' influence,
That's how
but
it's
his
pronounced.
secret base has never been located. I would start there.
Ooh, that's a lot of money. And it gives us a capstone skill. Oh, so we're already up to... Damn, that was easy. That was way easier than the other... the other skill trees. Okay, is there anything else I want to boost, really? I don't think so. Sun tolerance and poison tolerance are both nice. I wish I knew, like, how much it increased when I did these things, but I just have to guess that it's actually doing something. See, even this one gives me the sunstroke rate. But all sunstroke really does is cost me water. Not really a big deal anymore. Okay, and then the other guy is over here. Lady, actually. She's at Hanabar's. In the whale bar. Over here.
The whispers of dissent are the seeds of rebellion.
Yeah. She's in the cone of silence. The cone of solitude.
Oh, look. The kitten is back. Do we have business?
Yeah.
My sources inform me that the glutton is dead.
Yes, Deb.
Well done, kitten. Are you ready for the paranoid?
Let's do it.
It was inevitable that with the Fremen gone, someone would seize upon the threads of their mysticism. A new cult has been born in the Haga Basin.
Is it about the
They call
Masquerade?
themselves the Masquerade. A bunch of worm worshippers haunting the ruins of an old power station. And their leader? A prophet. No one has ever seen her in the flesh, but her Solido projection preaches to her faithful every day. Her inner chamber is guarded by 5 pentashields.
I don't know if I've been there then. I've been into the inner sections of Mos Taril, but not... I haven't
The
seen
access
5
keys
of
for
them.
each shield are carried by 4 of her most fervent followers. Except for the 5th key. That she keeps with her at all times.
So we gotta lure her out then.
A worthy thought, kitten, but no. She never leaves her place of contemplation. Instead, use the shield dissembler to get through the final door.
Hope you have a great day and a good night. Bye. Bye, Darsh. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Instead use the shield dissembler. So you have a way to break shields. I mean, I do too. Apparently my kick
A
does that.
dissembler takes time and patience to use. They cannot be used against
Oh.
personal shields. They take minutes to align with pentashields. If you were caught, you do not know me. You have never heard the name Fenrir.
Yeah.
We find our... Then go, kitten. Show them.
Yeah. Whatever. Let me see this thing. Ooh. Pokey. Kill the Chosen of the Tooth and claim the Pentashield code. Chosen of the Body and Chosen of the Fire.
Celebrate our heritage and tradition.
Okay. I think that's all I needed to do here. May as well check the exchange while I'm here, though. I think the only thing I would need would be some Stravidium. Nobody is selling. Well, not Stravidium. Jasmium. Jasmium crystals. Which are not components. This is by far the worst UI I've ever seen, by the way, for this store thing. By far the worst. Well, there's jasmine for 45 apiece. I don't know how many you need to make one, though. I forgot about that. Oh well, I'll leave it for now. I'm not desperate enough to spend that much on something I don't know how much I need. I would imagine quite a few for them being that cheap, so probably gonna be better to just get them myself. My throat hurts, man. It's not an unusual amount of talking for me, but it sure feels like it for some reason. Maybe it's my allergies acting up or something. So then, back north again. This is the less than useless world map. They've got to be planning to, like, add DLC areas or something here, otherwise they wouldn't have made this. All it does is cause problems as of now. People having to wait in line to get through the queue. Hundreds of people at a time, because only one person can pass in and out. And all of the social hubs in the deep desert are shared between the entire server. Whereas Haga Basin is separated by sieges. Alright, so this paranoid is... Well, I guess they'd be in Masa Jaril. Maybe. May as well head that way then. We're armed and ready to go. God, I have 3 quests there, huh? Oh, never mind. They were just too close together. Is there a storm coming? Yes, I heard the music. There it is. Oh, we're turning. Hang on. I was trying to check how long the storm was going to take to get to me. Or which direction it was going. Okay. I still can't see it on the map. Not a clue, not until it hits, I guess. It may also be leaving. What do you think the new player experience is like right now? The game's been out for a bit. Probably about the same as mine, because with me it was very slim at first, so there's probably not going to be a ton of new players. But then you get to the mid area and there's going to be a lot of things to do and a lot of people there. But there's a lot more people at high level now who are willing to help you too. So I don't know, it's not bad. I mean, again, if you're coming to this game for PvE, then I think you're really going to enjoy it. The PvP stuff is questionable at the moment, but I don't know. Did that answer your question at all? Yeah, I know there's a sniper waiting in here, so I'm gonna... You're wearing a shield.
Huh? Shield on. Backup.
You're probably the one I'm looking for, huh? Oh, that was easy. Ah! That went over my head. Why'd it still hit me?
Need to reload.
Okay, well. Ah! Oh yeah, that sniper's stuck behind the crate. I forgot about that. He's always back there. I play a lot of Fallout 76, so I understand the whole high-level players helping lower. When I tried Red Dead Online recently, I was told most higher level players will harass low levels. If you go to the deep desert, they'll do that. The thing is that for most of the game, the people who want to harass people can't harass you. So, until you go to the place where they can grief you, you won't get griefed. It is possible for them to land on top of your thopter. That's not something you need to worry about as a new player, though. So there's been people who, in this game, have been, since it's in areas where they can't do PvP, they will land their thopter on top of other people's thopters, which will prevent them from rising into the air, and they will do this on the open desert until both of them get eaten by a worm. It is the most self-destructive, just downright spiteful thing I've ever seen. And frankly, it's kind of disgusting. People will find a way. If somebody really wants to screw with you. But nobody can, like, raid your base or anything. As long as you're not in the PvP area. This guy's over here. I remember this little space. So there's the power plant over there. Right in the middle, there is a huge, like, cult square where they sacrifice people to the giant worm carcass. Hello. Yep. 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 There you go. The other nice thing is now there's a lot more guilds functioning. And there's more... Because of the griefing, solos have been banding together and making guilds like the one I'm in. Where solos are just backing each other up against griefers and stuff. And so there's a really nice community that's built up. Where, you know, some of the people who are not here just to ruin other people's day for fun are working to help others so that everyone doesn't just quit, you know? Because I get it, for sure. It's frustrating. I've dealt with griefers, I've fought them in-game before, and you kind of got to learn what level of things you can actually change the outcome of, if that makes sense. Like, what ways you can fight back. Because when they land on top of your thopter, the only thing to do is leave. There's nothing you can actually do to stop them. Your thopter, regardless of what level it is, will never move something on top of it. So, once they've landed there, it doesn't matter what level it is. They've got you pinned down. That's the big one still. And then there were cheaters recently who were teleporting into people's bases and stealing stuff by duplicating their authority code, basically.
Identify here.
Oh, he's got a flamethrower. Come here. Oh, this is bad. Ooh, that's bad. It's okay. I heal. They don't know how to press their advantage. Thing is, fire goes through shields. But also, he doesn't know the range of his flamethrower, so I can just, like, stand right here and be pretty much fine. Flamethrowers would be dangerous if the enemies knew how to use them. But they don't. What else is new? Glorp. Alright. So, that's these guys dealt with. And then she has the last one, right? Or do I need to use the, Oh no, it's 5 keys, not 4. Just one last guy. And you're up over there. Whee! See, the thing is, the entire inside of this building, I think, is hollow. And I don't know if there's actually a dungeon in it. I've been really kind of disappointed if there isn't. Oh, I gotta go in the front gate. Alright. I think. For this guy? Yeah, he's inside the inner sanctum, if you will. So, let's clear out this cult square down here, because that's where the key to the front door is. And these guys are kind of painful, and you can't get rid of the poison snipers first. See, look at all those dead bodies. Look at these guys. Wackadoodles. Same, though, if we're being honest. Get the heavy. And all of the squishy glass tank guys. All of them need to go. Or glass cannon, not glass tank. Oh, she's talking again.
Long has the sun of Arrakis blazed across the desert sands. Long has it burned upon the minds of all
I'm going in.
under its dominion. Long have the winds of the Coriolis swept across the
Oh, you got that off quick.
They're coming!
Problem for you is, I get extra stamina for hitting you, dummy.
Has presided. One who marks not the movement of stars. One whose command of power is infinite. Whose knowledge is fathomless. But
Shai
yet bears
Hulud.
witness to the core of our hearts.
Uh-huh.
Shai
Oh. Oh.
Yes.
I don't know what button I hit there.
Shai is at the center and throughout.
Oh.
Shai Hulud holds our feet above
Come here.
the sand
Come here.
and guides each step we take.
Right in the peener.
Safeguarding our future. So too the Shai Hulud remind us
Come
of the genesis
Quit running
of
around.
all
Get over here.
things, the origin without
These guys trying to hide behind, like...
and admonishes
Well, ow!
us
Stop
against
that.
our forgetfulness. But we do not forget. No!
No!
For that is what Shai Hulud demands. That we are steadfast.
Yoink.
That we
Yeah,
endure,
yeah,
that
yeah.
we are ever changeless in our
Ever changeless.
In direction, Shai Hulud is unwavering.
Look,
In judgment,
Shai Hulud's great and all, but he's the reason I've got kidney stones.
in authority.
Everyone on this planet has kidney stones. Nobody drinks enough water.
Shoulder this burden and win the reward of the great.
Have you ever seen a bathroom on Arrakis? Exactly. No one can pee. Nice. Missed me. I saw that coming. You know, for a sharpshooter, you're not a very good shot. Your sharp ain't so... Wait. Your shot ain't so sharp. God, I ruined it. It would have been so hilarious. There's her right there, by the way.
Invader!
Well, she's gonna do
They are
the...
here.
Where is it? There it is. Missed me. Oopid. Bonk. Done. Ow! That freaking hurt. That freaking hurt. Ow. Ow. Okay. I'm sorry for making fun of your enemy variation, I guess. Species? I don't know. The species of sharpshooters? Your class. Sorry for making fun of you. I mean, you're still bad. Like, oh, you almost had me there, bucko. It's the only chance they really have here. You get really overpowered in this game really fast. At least for the Paga Basin. Okay, and the Contemplation Chamber, huh? Is that what we're calling it? Grab this. That's for the exit, and also the treasure room, I believe. Treasure room is over here with the solar chest. Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty solid loot, actually. Well, there's about 8 billion of these on the market, but the Shadrath's still suit. That's an armored still suit. Those are pretty good. A lot of people like to wear still suits just because they want to look Fremen-esque. I'm not necessarily one of those people, so I tend to sell like extras of the good still suits. I still keep my own, but mostly for mining journeys and the like. When I can't be bothered. Alright, you're in here, huh? Let's go ahead and do this. Ult. I'm ulting! I'm ulting! I bet you the timer's gonna keep running down during this cutscene. Hello? I don't even see a marker for him. Where is he? She. Where's she? Maybe I should have saved this. What a bizarre series of tunnels here. Beep, beep, boop. That was quick. There she is.
I knew that you would come. I saw you in my dreams.
What are you gonna do about it, though? That's the real question.
Even my loyal lieutenants were unable to keep you at bay.
Yeah, I killed most of them by accident.
I did everything that they asked of me. Find the Fremen. There were no Fremen to find. So I did the next best thing. I created new Fremen. Better Fremen. My Mas Karet.
Is that how that happened?
Still, it is never enough. I'm tired of being afraid. Tired of the voices that they put in my head. Please, let us end this.
Okay.
One way or another.
Okay. Health gone. Oh, my bad. I don't think you'd go down that quick. Okay, don't overdo it.
Heavens stand open and scatter their riches. My hands need but gather their will. Why do I think of an ambush and poison in my molten cup? Why do I feel my years?
Am I supposed to feel bad for her?
Love's arms beckon with their naked delights. and Eden's promises of ecstasies. Why do I remember the scars, dream of old transgressions? And why do I sleep with fears?
Thump. Okay. Yeah, so she has this mark on her face. It's the same mark on our face. The mark on our face, we saw Hazimir Fenring, major character from the books, and like one of the most dangerous assassins in Imperial history. And for some reason, our mark, as soon as we saw his face, our character tried to off himself. And I was very confused by the whole thing, because our character's mute, obviously, so they couldn't, like, say what was happening. I'm like, why am I fighting with myself? What's going on there? But, the thing that confused me is that Fenring, when we met him, was already wearing a mask. Like, he knew... Oh, she despawned fast. Like, he knew that his face would have that effect on us. Very suspicious. But Fenring is the one that we're doing these assassinations for. Because he said, I can help you, but you're gonna kill some people for me. So... I did. And wasn't it just delightful? Paranoid Holtzman Shield. With increased durability obtained from defeating the paranoid assassination target. Power drain 104. Shield refresh 0.6. It's the same as this. Oh, it has slightly lower power drain, and I guess it has high durability. Sure. Why the hell not? We get a 6.6 difference. Oh, the buff that I got from my Spice Prescience is still there. Is that stay even after it goes? No, it went away. Okay. Oh, yeah, I just realized what I did to that boss. I have an ability that makes it so when I'm Spice Prescient, like when my eyes are glowing like that, when I use a swordsman move, the next swordsman move hits, or the next regular attack hits twice. So when I kneed her in the gut and then stabbed her, I stabbed her 2 times. That's why I dealt so much damage all at once. I'm just too strong. That was a terrible error just then. I do appreciate their commitment to not shooting back even when somebody right next to them goes down. Not until they can see you. Get poked. I hide in the cloud. Poke.
Need to reload.
Oh, that close up. Oh, that. There we go. Okay. You're next. That one's down. Yes, there you are. Sniper. Almost hit me there. That whole fight, and only one shot they got off. Someone wasn't paying attention. Oh, that wavy bit at the edge of my vision is another bug, by the way. That's not gonna go away until I turn the game off, now that I've used it once. So that effect will be here for the rest of the stream. Yep. It also increases the strain on your PC to do those particle effects. That's the really annoying part. Yeah. You're dead. Shut your yap. Wing waggle. Okay, there's also a couple of other places over here we could hit, maybe. $136.71. How full's my inventory? Pretty full. Yeah, let's maybe drop my stuff off. Whee! I don't know, more than anything else, this game is very sandboxy. You kind of have to make either make your own fun with other friends, or really immerse yourself in it. So if you really love Dune, then you're gonna love this too, probably. Or if you really like just good survival games with decent progression systems like this, then you'll probably still like it. But if you're looking for hardcore story stuff or any sort of varied objectives, you're not gonna find it, probably. Height back. It's a very fun world to explore, if nothing else. Incoming! Nice and gentle. We drop off the goodies. We make sure there's not any other goodies in the thopter. Nope. Go ahead and research those. That is a Mark IV PSU. I think it's actually better than what I have in there. No, maybe not. I'll figure it out later. Sort through it all. Stash all this stuff. And we'll scrap this helmet. And drill shot. Yeah. Yeah, that diamondine stuff and carbide scraps, those are probably some of the rarest materials in the game. Not because they're hard to get, just because there's only a few spots you can get them from. Well, I guess that does make them hard to get. It's not like a high-level area or anything. But there's only a couple of them, so... Just put that. Am I injured at all? Top up. pastel tent back. Stash that. Shield can go in here. As well as this stuff goes up here. There we go. God, my throat hurts. I don't know what it is today, but my throat is not happy. It's hot, too. I may be getting sick. That would suck. Maybe we do one more mission here. Yeah, let's go hit this ecological testing station. Or... which one, though, huh? Let's go this way. Let's go that way. Should be missing peon. Where is it? This one. Right? No, this one. Has our water level decreased at all? Not really. Glorp. And back at it. I used to have to worry about, like, planning out whole trips ahead of time, but now that I have a Thopter, I can pretty much get from one side of the map to the other in a couple of minutes. I know the Deep Desert's a lot harder because you have to fly for, like, 10-20 minutes to really get from one end to the other, but... I guess that's to be expected. They wanted it to feel vast, and vast it is. And empty. I suppose the other thing I could really use right now is some spice steel. I don't want to go hunting slavers, though. I mean, they're not that bad. The sandflies are probably the worst ones to go after, but... Sandflies just are obsessed with bombs. And flamethrowers. It's all about fire for them. All about burning stuff. If you were a fan of seeing me stream this game, let me know in the chat or in the comments later so that I know that this is a favorite, so I will return to it on stream. I'm flying through the hole. Yes, that was cool. Almost died. It's fine though. I'm not worried. I wasn't scared. You are imagining things. And frankly, I don't appreciate it. Chill out, man. Chill out. Stop projecting. I'm coming in. lamp. Yoink. Yoink. Give. Where is this thing? Over here. It's this one. Like, now I know to fly my ornithopter straight into a cliff before I fight someone. What? No. No, 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 no. That is a secret tactic. Trail leads para-south. That's not south. That's not south either. Wait. That's Taka's watch. That's Taka's watch. What? I'm confused. They can't both be the same building. Looking forward to more Project Silverfish. It's not normally my type of game, but that one looks pretty cool. It is. I played it like one night off stream I played, so I've gotten a little farther. Definitely not enough to like progress any of the main storylines though. Pop. Pop. Yeah, depending on what happens with my D&D group, and there's a friend I haven't been able to talk to in a while,
Enemy sighted.
I may reschedule tomorrow night's stream and play Project Silverfish instead of Dune Awakening on Wednesday. We will see. I will update the Discord accordingly, so that all may remain apprised of my so-called schedule. I like Project Silverfish because it's a good combination of really goofy and like existentially terrifying. Well, that's a lot of dudes. I'm going to the high ground. Yeah. Ooh! Ooh! I was gonna say, why did I stand up? That's why. That was a sneaky little trick they pulled. Stab. Wait until they're done shooting before you open fire, because your shield will drop. Remember this. Remember this always. With him, I'm just trying to get him to... Yeah. That there. I'll take your blood. That's a lot of body strapped to a pole. Interesting art that these guys have. Like, I'm not usually one to judge art, but come on, guys. Like, that kind of sucks. I guess it's just a really ugly pillar with like sandworm. Like the sandworm part's cool, don't get me wrong. But they've like carved chunks out of it and like strapped bodies to it. And that's pretty cringe, honestly. But what do I know? I'm not a North critic. How do I get in here? This place looks cozy. It also looks like a boss room. Was that really all I was supposed to do here? For the trooper one? Yep, apparently so. Okay. Easy. GG easy? Question mark? I guess so. Well, I'm getting more done than I had planned on, actually. Let's hit this one then, because it's named the exact same. I don't know how there can be two Tarka's watches, but we'll pretend like that makes sense. I'll pretend like I understand what you're talking about. Whee! I'm burning all of my speed just for the funsies. Sometimes you just gotta style on them, you know? Sometimes you can't even help it. You just be styling and they're in the way, you know? We should also get some more agave while I'm here. Some kombucha. Is that what kombucha's made out of? I don't remember. There's some sort of alcohol that's made out of agave. Or is that tequila? I don't know. Does anybody know? Who knows? You get 5 points on the extra credit. You can tell me what they make agave out of. Or what they make agave into, I guess. Hey, don't do that. You startled me. And I tend to react violently when I'm startled. See, you didn't have to die. This was your own doing. Show them my burger. Stab. I'm taking your corpse, too. I'm gonna stuff you in the trunk. You're coming with me, mister. Yoink, you're my friend now. Get in there. You're more used to me in a bag. Now what? Is this not it? No. Over there, apparently. By this cactus. There was another guy with that person. I saw them. There they are. Melee fighter. Boop. Dunzo. I did it. Whether it was his intention to or not, Kafik is now in the hands of the Masquerade. I have heard distressing rumors about these cultists. Fear may be in grave danger. Okay, fine, whatever. He's in grave danger. Go get him back. Whoever this guy is. The worker that I'm looking for. Get down here. You. Get stabbed. Okay, so what was this quest that I just got? This one? Reach the house of Fick. Fick. Or something. Something like that. See, all of their so-called camps never have things like cooking areas or beds. They're always just like some tarps thrown over a campfire. Where's this agave at? Under here, perhaps? Oh, wait. Oh god, please don't tell me it's all the way up there. Please tell me it's in this cave. Oh, there it is. Good. Yoink. Nice. Ow. Like Tootsies. So where's this guy? Where'd he end up? That's a spice bloom. How far away is it? Probably pretty far away. Just because it's a camp doesn't mean they live there. I guess so. That's a fair point. Over here. Learning center, you say? Well. I'm about to be very American, then. This is about to be very American. I'm going to the learning center, guys. I'm going there. If they haven't gotten the joke by now, then too bad. Oh, we're lagging. The ping! The ping! My ping! Please, I need that. Here we go. Uh-oh, sandstorm? I just saw it pop up on the map. Compass, whatever. Which direction is it coming from? And can I predict where it's going? 4,000 meters getting closer from that direction. 4,000... it's gonna bypass me completely. I shouldn't have to worry about it. It's gonna play the music either way, but... I'm coming in here. Where are they all? I hear footsteps. Where are you? Ooh. Heavy too. Oh, I timed that perfectly as soon as their shield dropped. Oh, that felt good. Wait. There we go. Ooh. Hi. Four darts to the chest. Yeah, I'm good. The music was making me nervous. If you're wondering why they keep jumping on their corpses, that's completely accidental. The grab button is the same button as the jump button. Okay. So now that I'm done with the blood extractor, put that back where it goes. Put it there. Oh. That fool Shisa believes he can stand in the path of Shai Hulud and live. He's badly mistaken. Let his death serve as a reminder for the others. Empty text. They were happy enough to take our salaries, but now, in our hour of need, they turn their backs? They refuse our money? Then they leave us little choice. Assemble a team. We have a brother within Shisa's household who can give us valuable information. Ensure that he reaches us intact. After he has given us his knowledge, grant him the honor of watering our garden. Fair enough. Oh wait, no, I got hired to stop them. No! Not... What's his name again? Shisa? Something like that? Search for the map. Okay, his name is Map, apparently. It's me. Ya boy. Skinny... Skinny. Just skinny. Skinny legend. Yeah! You gassed yourself, dummy! Ow! Quit punching me! What the hell? That should have connected. That should have connected. That connected just fine. My knee had excellent connection with their jawbone.
There's someone
What?
here.
Where'd you just spawned in? What's up with that? No. Yes. Yes. I feel powerful. Band-Aid. I feel powerful. Apparently there's a Lance Rat task for these guys too. I don't know which one it is. Atreides House, Sterlinium... Heavy caliber compressor, reaches Vulcan, radiates slag, buggy, sandflies. This one. Apparently I've almost gotten the second reward for this one by accident. For House Novabrins. They're in Haga Basin, at least. Where's this map? Up top? Seems so. Would seem to be the case. I like their candles. Where do they get all these candles, though? That's my question. Or glow tubes, or whatever the hell they are. No clue. How do I get into this place? Was that not the main entrance back there? Maybe not. Oh, it's dark under here. I'm not sure I like this place. I'm just gonna go up there. Ah, this way. Nice. Where is this so-called map? Are you... Did you seriously try and shoot me through the wall? There. How do you like it? You and your big stupid bug helmet. I wonder if I passed the key to that. I don't remember seeing it. Must have been back the other way. Was this way? Yes. Wonder. Is this usually not up here somewhere? Usually it's in a pretty obvious spot. They like to hide it every now and again, though. Well, there's aluminum. I'll take that. Sure thing. And there's more. Well, that one's not ready to be picked, apparently. I don't know why. Okay, I'm a little lost. This is the place, it would seem. Unless I'm supposed to get on top of it. I guess I didn't come in here before, huh? Okay, fine. You guys play in the poison. No, we're not doing this again. Get over. Get over here. Is this the map? No. Is this the map? No. How about this one? No. See, all of the interactable, like, quest objects are just made from regular, normally uninteractable objects. Makes it very confusing sometimes. No, you don't. I thought that was explosive, baby. Oh, I'm cornered. Not good. Whew. There we go. That was not very clean, not gonna lie. I should have gone straight for the heavy guy with my dagger instead of trying to shoot him. Wanted to be fancy, I was showing off, and look where it got me. Perforated. What else we got? Drill shot. Ditch that. And this. Wait, make sure it's not in this room. It is in this room. That's, see, look how tiny that is. The trail you followed marked. Yeah, collar. The cultists intend to kill me. I admit I sold them supplies, even weapons, but at the time I thought they were just deluded pilgrims, certain to perish in the desert. Cut them off once I learned the truth. I even started spreading the word about the danger they present. Now they want revenge. These Moskret are irrational fanatics. They can't be reasoned with or bribed like normal people. I beg of you, find this death squad they're assembling and eliminate them before they can eliminate me. I can't imagine they'll send another one by any means. Oh. No, okay. Skill point. Is there another way out of here? There's this. Oh. It only looks like a boss door. Where does this hit squad reside? Ah, of course. In the same dungeon as another quest. How convenient. But my voice really hurts. And I still have to run a D&D session tonight. Maybe on the way back I could show you my, like, late game, my end game friends base here. I'll do that. Sure. It's way cooler than mine, and way bigger too. He built an entire ramp up this giant mountainside so he didn't have to go back and forth with his ground vehicles. Let me swoop around so you can see it from the front. So that's the top of it right there. But yeah, there's his ramp. That is huge. And those are all the things it takes to power it. Like, look at this. This is insane. I don't know how on earth I'm ever gonna get something this big. He also has the pre-order, I can tell, because he has the beloved bookshelf walls. I want these so badly. I want them so badly. Also, all of his walls are made of windows. I just noticed this. See, he's got a Assault Thopter up here. And another little one. See, where do I get, like, these colors? I want these colors. The blue and gold. I want that. He's got big old tubs of spice and stuff. He's got little holographic bonsais. And this is the giant spice refinery I was telling you about. Like, that's just absurdly large. Jesus. Jeebus. Well, I could steal a ton of spice right now if I was a real turd. But I won't, because I'm not. And here's his carrier. This one's like blue, gold, and red. I want one of these just so I can move my... Oh, well, he's got a spice harvester also, but it's not loaded in yet. It's got to load in the textures yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, this thing looks like it has like a full interior almost. Crazy. I guess this is the frame of another one he's building. Man. One day I'll have a house this big, I tell myself. Got like stairs going all over the place. Somehow he made all this with tons of extra room, too. But I guess he built on a flat surface instead of in a cave like me. It's a matter of preference. Rocket Thopter, here's his transport. Down here are his garages. I haven't actually been down here. Oh, he's got the blue buggy, just like me. And a white buggy. I get the feeling he made that second one just to have it even from those two. You know what? I now want to outfit the carrier for combat. I don't think you can. The carrier is pretty much just for moving buggies and spice harvesters. The only thing you can put on it, I think, is a booster. The scouts, these ones, the little one that I have is the meta for combat, just because they're faster than the assaults. And apparently the extra armor from the assault thopters doesn't make a difference. because it can't aim straight. See, to me, it doesn't make sense how people build things like this. Like, they have this blueprint in their head that always matches up together and is, like, even on both sides. Mine is like a disjointed mess. Because to me, I'm like, oh, here's a space where the stairs could potentially fit. Granted, I don't like to find flat ground to build on, like everyone else. But imagine the amount of rocket pods you could mount on it. I know, right? I'd like to be able to just have extra rockets on an assault thopter, if I'm being honest. Worm. Majestic. Why am I getting the worm trigger? Oh, down ship. That's why. Never mind. I didn't want that anyways. I didn't want that ship. You can have it. That's his. Just a little snack. Just a little snack for Shy Shy. Man, imagine digesting an entire plasteel wreck. The furnace in their guts has got to be crazy. I know in the books when people get eaten by worms, like the whole science behind it, somebody eventually kind of peels that apart, and they basically come to the conclusion that if you get eaten by a worm, if you don't get like shredded by the teeth on the way in, then you'll burn to death before you ever like get digested or anything. Just because of how hot their internal furnace is. Alright, well, I think that's probably going to do it for me today for this game. Because my throat really hurts. And my brain is empty. But if you'd like to see more of this game, let me know in the comments of chat or whatever. Thanks everybody so much for listening to me today. I'll be back with this one again probably soon because I'm horribly obsessed with this game. But yeah. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I'm the voice in your head, and you'll be hearing from me again real soon. Bye, everybody!